the ultimate showdown. Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash.
I'd like to explain exactly why I'm such a big fan of Bitcoin Cash. So yesterday I got to give a talk here, and on every single person's table out there, we had the private key on a golden ticket where you could scan it with any wallet that can import a private key and claim your Bitcoin Cash right from the wallet. We gave $5 to every single person that was in the room yesterday worth of Bitcoin Cash. And that was only possible because the fees were low. If we tried to do that exact same thing with the BTC version of Bitcoin today, it would be impossible, because to move the $5 from the private key on the piece of paper into your phone, it would cost $3, and then you would have $2 left on your phone. But to send the $2 from your phone to the next person, it would cost $3, which you wouldn't have. And so that's an example of how Bitcoin, the BTC version of Bitcoin's usefulness has been undermined in commerce, because the fees currently are about $3 per transaction on the BTC version of Bitcoin, whereas the fees are a fraction of a penny on the Bitcoin Cash version of Bitcoin. And that's why it seems so clear to me that anybody that's trying to actually use a version of Bitcoin for payments, Bitcoin Cash actually works as money. The BTC version no longer does. And I say that as the first person in the world. Thank you. I say that as the first person in the world to have started using Bitcoin in commerce for non-black market things.
Strong start.
So, very simple rebuttal. So for the at least the last 9 months or more, I use Bitcoin pretty much every day. I have not paid more than $1 fee for a Bitcoin transaction over the last 9 months, so I have no idea where the $3 average is coming from.
Are you calling him a liar?
And I have no idea where it's coming from, but I have not had to pay over $1 for a fee in about a year.
Pull out your wallet right now and send me some BTC, and let's see what the fee calculation is, and we'll find out right now.
So my wallets allow me to set any fee I like. I can send Roger right now $5 with a 5-cent fee, and it will go through.
With a 5-cent fee?
Sure. Please
do, and I'll post it all online later, and we can see they get stuck in the mempool for days or potentially weeks. It's not going through with a 5-cent fee.
Why is there such a difference in opinion here? Isn't it obvious which one's going to win out of you two?
I think the difference
we already know which one won. Roger hasn't...
So can I watch and see the fee? Can I look over your shoulder? Is that okay?
Sure. I will send you 5.
So he's sending me $5.
So I'll say it. On this particular wallet, the default fee is $1.33. The default fee. I go click a button that says change fee. It's set to standard. I can just click a button and set it to low. That drops my fee to 27 cents. That's the low version.
Still too high.
I can make it lower than that because I can choose my own fee. It depends how much time you want to spend, since we're limited on time. But right now, I'll just use the 27. I can lower it to 5 cents if you like.
Lower it to 5 cents, and we'll see how many days it's stuck in the mempool.
Set custom fee, Satoshis per byte, 5 Satoshis per byte. I'm not sure how many cents that will be. 7 cents.
Let's do it before the weekend.
7 cents. You okay with 7 cents?
Set it to 1 Satoshi per byte, like all Bitcoin Cash transactions are.
No one uses Bitcoin Cash. That's why it's so cheap to send it.
So that's an absolute lie, and anyone can go and see the number of transactions happening on the network.
Let's go ahead and lower it to 1 Satoshi per byte.
Mate, get on. We've only got a few minutes.
Lower it to 1 Satoshi per byte, and I'll bet...
1 cent fee. There it goes.
What does it say? It says transaction success?
Well, it's sent.
Okay.
It needs to get confirmed.
So here you go, Tone. If that gets included in a block today, I'll donate $10,000 to the charity of your choice.
Woo.
That's how confident I am that a 1 Satoshi per byte fee on the Bitcoin network, they no longer go through. And that's why I switched all of my time and effort and resources to promoting Bitcoin Cash, because it still works as peer-to-peer cash for the world, as described in the very title of the white paper. It has a giant, passionate community of users all over the world that are busy and intent on building this peer-to-peer cash for the for the entire world, because that's the name of the game. Let's bring more economic freedom to the entire world by having peer-to-peer cash. If you just have some sort of store of value hodl thing, how does that help people in Africa? How does that help people all over the world? How does that help people in the first world even? We need to have something that works, and it needs to work for everyone, every time, every place, quickly, reliably, and cheaply. And the BTC version of Bitcoin no longer does. Bitcoin Cash does. And that's why in the long term, I'm confident that the market cap of Bitcoin Cash will surpass the BTC version of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin Cash offers fast, cheap, reliable transactions. The BTC version has slow, expensive, unreliable transactions. When you try and make a cheap transaction, you'll see it's going to be stuck in the mempool.
I should really be using Lightning for those transactions because you can't send every single transaction on chain. Bitcoin will never scale that way, and it just doesn't work. That's why we needed to get SegWit in there. The reason why fees got incredibly high and people were able to use the high fees at the time to promote other blockchains is because SegWit was adversarial. Nobody wanted to get it in. Since SegWit has been in, the fees have dropped substantially, but SegWit allows second layer scaling.
So if I want to set up a Lightning wallet on my phone, what should I do?
Just download Eclair.
And am I in control of my own private keys there?
On Eclair, yeah. Or you can also route it through your own node. You should have a node.
So what
if you really want to make it safe, you want to have.
Okay.
You can go through the.
So if I want to make it
node.
safe and be in charge of my own money completely, like I can with any SPV wallet on Bitcoin Cash, what would I need to do?
Well, wait a minute. You're only gonna have limited amount of money on that Lightning node. You're gonna have what? $20, $30, $40, $50, $100, whatever you fund that Lightning with. You should still keep your Bitcoin on a hardware wallet.
So with Bitcoin Cash, anyone can set up a wallet. It'll literally take longer to download the wallet app than it does to start using it, and you are in 100% complete control of your own money, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop it. So wait a minute, when you're using Lightning Wallet, you're not in control of your own funds? You're trusting somebody else?
Yeah, I'm okay trusting somebody else with $20, $30 of my funds. I don't really have a big problem with that.
And how often do you top back up your $20 or $30 in your Lightning wallet?
I don't. It's $20 or $30.
So you never spend the $20 or $30?
No, I do. I don't back it up. I don't write down the private key and hide it and put it in a safe deposit box, but $30.
You don't make backups of your private keys. You don't top up your Lightning wallets. You don't even use the money in the Lightning wallet? Is that what you're saying?
No, I use it, but I don't.
So when you use it and you no longer have money in the Lightning wallet, what do you do to put more money in the Lightning wallet?
Just transfer more Bitcoin in from a more secure wallet.
And about $20 or $30 at a time?
Yeah.
And what is the fee to transfer that $20 or $30 additional money into your Lightning wallet?
1 cent, like I just sent you. So
actually, I have news about that. I was checking my wallet here, and it looks like because the fee was so low, it looks like the network didn't even detect the transaction, and it's not. Looks like it didn't even get relayed by the node, so it hasn't even arrived in my wallet yet. So,
what do we agree on? Well, your debate with Nouriel Roubini, who doesn't like any coins, would have been. I would have had to take your side on that one, So there's other problems with the way Bitcoin Cash was scaling is that we don't have infinite free storage. As blocks get bigger, I actually wouldn't be surprised once everyone is using Lightning for all of these little transactions that the block size would actually get lowered below 1 megabyte. Luc Dashjur really wants it to be 256 kilobytes now. And there's a reason for that, and the biggest reason is the bigger the cumulative size of the blockchain, the more discouraged you are from running a node. And the less nodes we have around the world, the more centralized this decentralized system becomes, and then I may not even trust it anymore to be decentralized, censorship-resistant money. The fact that I don't even use the Lightning Network yet tells you that it's not absolutely necessary. On-chain Bitcoin still works just fine, but when it gets really congested and I really want to pay cheap fees, of course I'll switch to Lightning.
In our first debate 3 years ago, and I quote, Tone Vays said, SegWit solves all of Bitcoin scaling problems immediately. Do you still agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, the transactions became pretty cheap within a few months.
$3 per transaction at the moment? And it was
absolutely not.
The average transaction was $50 at the end of 2017, and I myself personally was paying thousands of dollars in fees for single Bitcoin transactions. Who likes fast, cheap, reliable transactions? Whatever the coin is, anything that works
guys,
is what I'm advocating.
If Bitcoin Cash had as many transactions as Bitcoin does right now, their fees would actually be bigger. There was a report about 9 months ago where someone went and took a look at the Bitcoin Cash current fee and compared it to when Bitcoin had that kind of action, which was like back in 2011. This is the equivalent. The amount of fees going on Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin had that kind of action back in 2011, and those fees were lower than Bitcoin Cash fees are.
Okay, awesome.
And
awesome.